planet, and why is Mr. Wright doing this? It would appear that Mr. Wright has lost a few of his marbles, so the judge thinks. That couldn't be further from the truth, Your Honor. Very well, then. In any case, I believe this is a good time for a recess. Both sides have 20 minutes to prepare. The lawyer may be ready by then. Oh, and Mr. Wright, you do well to wash up and find your missing marbles by then, too. Judge is right. You better find some good evidence, Phoenix. Other than that, it just saved you from claiming the trial. May 17th, District Court. Defendant Lobby number 3. That's why sure is acting funny. I mean, he's famous for going out on a limb, but that's last situation was kind of been crazy. Either a bluff or a Hail Mary. It doesn't make much sense. Just maybe there's something we're missing here. Although he seemed perfectly normal when he spoke earlier. Yeah, Paul, I have a bad feeling about this. Me too. I'm going to check on him. You do that, Athena. What's going on with you, Mr. Wright? Yeah. Hey, perfect justice. Oh, Sarge. I forgot to mention something. On the night of the Papa's murder, a strange thing happened. Oh, but why are you only telling me this now? Well, I didn't say anything before because I thought Papa's death was an accident. But now that we know otherwise, I feared it might be important. There's some more to this case, of course. When I left my room and lost consciousness, I passed out right here, the entrance. That's right above the coffee bar. But when I came to, someone was pushing my wheelchair. What? I was so scared I couldn't bear it. I barely had to retreat fast my wheels could take me. Do you know who it was? She doesn't. No, it was a pitch black. Plus I went to my room so fast I didn't even have a chance to turn on the lights. Maybe it was your father. No, he wouldn't have said something to me. Besides, I'd have known if it was him. So then it could have been someone else, your father's real killer. Could be. My thoughts exactly. You didn't resort police because it didn't even occur to me at the time. It was so sad. Don't beat yourself up over it. Paul, this could be really important information. Really important. I think the act of pushing Sarge about you. Some bigger scheme you're trying to offer to. It's hard to see what else, because I would have done such a thing. Because I just taken the statement down as evidence. My statement added to the court record. Welcome back, Athena. What'd you find out? Oh no, that's not good. To the long face, that's not a good sign. How'd it go, Mr. Wright? Not good. Awkward silence. But shy. Athena? Sorry. So now for a sec there. There's some sort. Let's go. No, she's acting weird. What's that all about? Guess you can get that, Mr. Wright, I assume. May 17th, District Court, courtroom number 6. After the recess. Alright, court is once again back in session. Everyone ready? Now, Mr. Wright, about that last objection you raised. We, the paler, still believe that the defense has yet to sufficiently prove its case. They claim that, according to legend, the founders will bestow spiritual power. The religion in question has failed to do so, therefore it has failed its own test. I see, He's sticking with that ridiculous argument, but he has a valid point. Furthermore, even if the founders already can't be ordered to the defying dragons. After all, they were the ones who killed Dr. Buff, so he thinks. Objection! What are you talking about? That was already proven to be false. There are no grounds for asserting that the divine dragon murdered the doctor. But But I'm afraid there are, Mr. Justice. He has evidence. I would like to present new testimony to this court. Another witness. Sire. This man that would show that Dad's art did in fact kill Dr. Boff. What? Very well. You may call your witness. Comes the Wright family in New Angle. More witnesses. New testimony that this way in the game. You're surprised. More sides to every story. Mr. Ashton, one person. Fellow citizens, I, Paul Ashton, am the one future representative of the people. Jeez, not him again. My client divulged information to me during the recess. You remember something you saw, you see. Something crucial to this case. How very convenient. Now for the testimony. Witness testimony. Dad's crime. Around 11 a.m., 11 at night, on the mobile meet and greet around the village. As I thought about being murdered from outside a study window. And as horrible, snuck and struck him in the head. Weapon of choice? A suitcase. A suitcase, that's new. Big strong alley. Easy swing heavy suitcase on someone's head. I thought it was a book. You saw the murder as it happened? And you're just telling us this now because... I saved the best for last. It's attaching on doll pulse to Wright. The murder weapon was a complete mystery, but my client's eyewitness account was finally brought into light. According to the autopsy report, Dr. Buff was struck in the head by a corner of some object in a corner. It wasn't a book, but rather a suitcase. It was like a very well the corner of a suitcase. Objection! Can't you wait for an objection, Apollo? But eyewitness testimony isn't the same as hard evidence. Oh, I wouldn't worry about that, are you, Apollo? What's that supposed to mean? We have physical evidence too. Aluminum testing material. And the sky. Blood on the corner of the suitcase. Just blood on the horrible suitcase. Really? Oh no. But how does that prove Mr. Apple used it as a weapon? Objection! Fingerprints. The answer to that, Mr. Justice. Since you know as well as I that the suitcase is covered in his fingerprints. Ah, God. I forgot we dusted it right in front of them. Idiots! This isn't good. Order? I'll have order! The eternal terror strikes again. This is quite convincing testimony and evidence. Nevertheless, you may proceed with your trial examination, Mr. Justice. You know I will, Judge. Cross-examination. That's his crime. Their statements. Around 11 at night. Being murdered from outside a study window. Snuck out behind, struck him in the head. Hold it! You stuck him from behind? So you're saying the doctor never even realized Zarbo was there? That's right. He was suddenly absorbed in a book. I see. What did you see Mr. Harwell do next? He climbed up the bookshelf ladder and dumped a bunch of books down on the body. I believe he was trying to make it look like an accident. But that idiot didn't realize I could see everything from outside the window. One of those statements doesn't feel right. Your Honor, I believe the witness made an important statement just now about the doctor was reading a book. The doctor was reading a book at the time of the murder. Under that final event is the final testimony. Very well. That is his testimony, so please add that statement to his testimony. The doctor was standing in front of the bookshelf, absorbed in a book. Present doctor has the fourth statement. Before I said that you can read anything that they were found on his desk. Differing glass to the fourth statement. Objection! Objection! The doctor was standing in front of the bookshelves holding a book, you say? However, I'm sorry, it seems your testimony is completely unreliable. That's quite a bold statement. Let's hear you back it up. I challenge you to prove that I am anything but 100% reliable. Very well. It would be my pleasure. Lately it seems the doctor's eye has gotten so bad he needed reading glasses for one. However, his reading glasses were over his desk. So you see, there's no way he could have been reading a book in front of the bookshelves. I'm sorry, Mr. Aston, but I'm going to have to ask you to explain the discrepancy to the voting public. Now, you what? I'll explain it, you lowly cur. I simply made a mistake, you see. The doctor was actually sitting at his desk and the child hit him over the head. But then the doctor would have been facing him, so you would have seen him and tried to run. Dr. Buff was nodding off. I could tell because his eyes were closed and he wasn't moving. Sounds more like what you would do. Anyway, how do you explain the fact that he was stuck in the back of the head? Isn't that something that should have been impossible in the front of the desk? Oh, about that. He bowed his head when he nodded off. That's when he was clobbered. That makes sense. That's what you saw. Well, Mr. Justice, that sounds like a perfectly reasonable explanation to me. Do you have a problem with that proposal the doctor was starting nodding off? A big problem. There is a problem. A very big problem. The witness statement doesn't hold up under the slightest bit of scrutiny. Is that so? Will you please show this court what evidence you have to justify this? Gladly, Your Honor. This shows the problem with the witness's claim that he saw the doctor nodding off. Let's see the diagram. The details of it. Bookshelf. No, it's the bookcase there. Large window in the second floor area. Study diagram. Take that! Take that! A diagram of the study? Mr. Aston, one person allegedly viewed the murder from here. You're inside the building. Here. A was allegedly nodding off. And nodding off. Here. Ping. In his desk. The bookshelf would have blocked Windows' line of sight. Aha! Why, yes, I believe you're right. Gotcha again. Question. Objection! James objects. The fact remains, I knew that the suitcase was a murder weapon. So you definitely had a first-hand knowledge of the crime scene. Indeed, I'm afraid I have to agree with you there, Mr. Wright. However, but then we have to ask ourselves, from what vantage point did he see the murder? What are you insinuating, Mr. Justice? From what vantage point can Mr. Aston have seen the dozing doctor? Once we determine that, I believe we'll finally see the truth behind the incident. Study the diagram. When I saw the murder from right here. And we're inside the building. The murder. Inside the building? Check. Take that! You gotta be kidding. But that's inside the building. It is indeed. But everything only makes sense when it was there in the study. Inside the study itself, but that's the scene of the crime. I know. Mr. Atkinson, the man who claims to be a witness to the murder, was most certainly in that very room. Apollo, are you suggesting yes? Mr. Ashton Wimperson, weren't you the one who actually swung that suitcase? What? Objection! That's That's irrelevant. What you propose is ludicrous. I climbed to a small man, thin man, whereas Mr. Hudson has the muscular should have pulled it off. He's right. He has a point. You can't feel that. I keep trying to let that everyone go. That's right. He's the one who with such a heavy object. Now do you understand? The rebel dads are is the doctor's killer. As long as the suitcase is the murder weapon, suspicion falls entirely on dads. I have to point a hole in Mr. Wright's arguments around the ball. I will, and with his own technique no less. If Mr. Robertson couldn't swing the suitcase around, we'll just have to consider another way he could have used the murder weapon instead. I'm going to turn this case on its head. Mr. Wright, just like you taught me. You talk big, Mr. Justice, but do you have what it takes to back it up? Well, this should be interesting. So much testimony has been filled with one inaccuracy after another. First, he stated that Dr. Puff was in front of the bookshelves. Now he claims the doctor was sitting at his desk. So where was the victim really when he was killed? Also was killed, and how was the murder weapon really used? Impossible thing. One thing here is the position of the victim and the killer related to each other. Yes, Your Honor. If they were positioned in a certain way, it would be possible to use the suitcase as a weapon without lifting a finger. You can't mean yes. I would ask the court to recall studies later. Flashback. It's quite distinct, as you can see. Dr. Buff was sitting in a certain spot, and his clip was at a certain other spot. The suitcase would become a weapon anyone could use. Aha! He's right. How so? Very well, Mr. Justice. Point out, where was Dr. Buff's killer at the time of their crime? Here, I'm right. At the coffee bar, below entrance. And we sit into the building. Contradicted. Left. So right. Second floor hall. Like that! Alright, there. Oops, so that's, yep. This should wrap things up nice and pretty for you, Mr. Wright. Are you sure about that? I would ask the court to recall the study's layout. But this time, instead of thinking in 2 dimensions, let's think in 3. Only then can we clearly see the men that I work. Zoom in. Second floor layout. Didn't have to swing the suitcase, or rather drop it. Push it off. If you use gravity to his advantage, that is, dropped him on his head. He pushed the suitcase, and thus causing it to fall on. That's right. It was the bailiff. One Paul Aston person who used a suitcase. He pushed it in front of the second floor, causing it to drop right on top of the person's head, hurling down to Dr. Buff, who was sitting at the corner of the coffee bar. Aha! Yeah, gotcha again. logical bucket had been in the coffee bar, no doubt. The doctor must have set it down there after he finished reading, or the like. But his blood got on it, which is why the killer thought the height had in that mountain of books. Objection! That's irrelevant! That's quite an entertaining theory you have there, Mr. Justice, but it's just conjecture. But there's no evidence that the murder took place at the coffee bar. He's right. I'm not so sure about that, Mr. Wright. I'd say that evidence of the murder occurring at the coffee bar exists. The evidence does exist. I'm going to show you. Coffee stain right on his head. You are? Yes. That's the diagram. Picture right here. Proof that the murder took place at the coffee bar. Take that! Zoom in. The brown stuff was determined to be coffee. What's more, it was still a bit damp when he saw it yesterday morning. One look at this book speaks for him, I'm afraid, Mr. Wright. It tells us the doctor was having a cup of coffee at the coffee bar. Take that. That's what the suitcase claimed. It came hurtling down, striking him in the head. I don't know if it was Mr. Atherton, causing both his blood and his coffee to splatter onto it. Gotcha. Well, Mr. Atherton, Mr. Phoenix Wright, do you have any rebuttal? What motive could I possibly have to kill Dr. Bob? The motive, and there it is, the fountains corner killers are so fond of. Well, the doctor never returned your crystal to you, did he? Instead, he hid in the cave ruins. There. Telling him that the defiant dragons were a dangerous bunch was a huge blunder. All it did was make him hide the orb. Your life came back to bite you in the end. Even worse, the doctor saw the news report, so he knew that the relic was a founder's orb. Being the conscious researcher he was, he knew that he had to return to his rightful place. And that meant keeping it out of your hands. You were so angry that he refused to return the relic to you. That you killed him with your own hands. Isn't that right, Mr. Aston? Oh, he's right. Is he? I think so. How could this be? Whatever. That is. Hold it right there, Phoenix. Apollo. Please don't use my client of murder. Why not? Huh? What do you mean, don't accuse him? Why would you even say that, Mr. Wright? What I mean was, he's a promising politician with a bright future ahead of him. It's in our nation's best interest to avoid burdening him with a taint of scandal. Say what? What is wrong with Phoenix today? He needs to composure a bit. Keeping it back together more. Right, you better do something to change this current courtroom climate, or I'll be charged with murder. Why is that a bad thing? And you know what will happen to her if that happens. Her? Maya? You mean he has Maya? Oh, not again. What's he talking about? I can't ponder that later for now. That's alright. You can't possibly believe that Mr. Apple is the killer. Isn't the are you really going to send an innocent man to prison? I thought you were better than that. Yeah. What was the right? Answer me! He speaks. Phoenix, what's wrong? Mr. Wright, what in the world's going on here? Athena knows something, doesn't she? If you won't say anything, then... Is that 100% that offensive I accuse? Hold it right there, Athena! Apollo, wait a minute! are you doing there? What is it? It's just, what is everyone in on that Apollo's not? I wasn't sure whether I should say anything, but during that last recess when I went to check on Mr. Wright, I overheard something I shouldn't have. Oh, that's right, overheard again. Just Maya's unharmed. She got captured again. I can't really say, but just remember, if I'm arrested or fail to obtain the treasure, there will be consequences of the worst kind. If you catch my drift, you'll kill Maya. Of course, it's happened before in the second game. I wasn't sure I'd get my hands on the relic. I must deliver it to my benefactor, Elakawas. Who's his benefactor anyway? What do they want that relic for anyway? It's something to do with an old legend. My patron sees the great power said to be granted to whoever solves its secret. That's why. So Maya got herself captured again. Maya? As in Maya Fey? That's right, the one and only. The boss's legendary former assistant. The spirit medium. His face being held hostage again. So it seems. It's the second or third time it's happened. Why didn't you tell me I so hurt for this? Sorry, it's just Mr. Wright spotted me before I could slip away and made me promise not to tell you. He said it would make things more difficult as you found out. As if things weren't hard enough already. Already hard enough. That's why Mr. Wright was acting so strange. I can't afford to lose another trial. I had no idea. This must have been excruciating for him. Of course, he couldn't say anything. Think just as what to do. There's got to be something you can do. But what? Well, Mr. Justice, about that last statement of yours, I believe you were in the middle of accusing the bailiff of murdering Dr. Would you care to continue to do? Second verse.